ST Hall. A round of applause, please.
Sound check. What goes in and out of today's meritorious occasion may all sound rhetoric, but if we exclusively paint the words with honesty and consideration, there we can see that we are all here gathered to once again discover and celebrate the exquisiteness of our very own culture, the Surigao culture, our precious legacy. To my fellow orators, coaches, venerable body of judges and spectators, and to the enthused body of organizers, Marajaw Karajaw na hapon di Johoro.
Through the years, the Surigao civilization has been in the constant pursuit of leaving a mark in human history. Because of these efforts, it did not just make people know the place, but also open doors for various cultures from all corners of the world to join, and eventually forge the one unique Surigao culture that we have today. Accented by the diverse customs and practices underlying the province's two major islands, Bukas Grande and Surigao, its 20 municipalities and its capital, Surigao City, and its 335 barangays, this 208,710 hectare natural haven of peace-loving, yet dynamic and competitive populace does spark the northeastern corner of the promised land, Mindanao. Minute as it appears in the Philippine archipelago, yet our culture offers more than just a lot to everyone.
On the other end, it is getting very apparent that alongside the growing luxuries of technology and modernization, more and more people have started to forget the real bond that ties to our cultural identity. Seldom can we hear our people, young and old, communicate their thoughts using the distinct Jaon dialect. Rarely can we feel our students vigorously sing Marcha Surigao, the song that speaks truth of the real essence of our Surigao land. And hardly can we find our kind who dreams for the general welfare and prosperity of the land. Do we still need to wait for these appalling scenarios become permanent? Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is worth talking about today.
Surigao culture is our precious legacy. It's a personal imprint we have acquired from the forerunners of our locality. It's the emblem borne by our ancestors, gladly passed on to us. It's a seal of identity that makes us worthy, be raised, nurtured, and called. And for us, who had gradually missed the real ideals and principles of our culture, now's the time to pause. Let the time speak and lend our ears. What had made our forebears proud of being Surigaonans back then, which made our culture so precious and worth treasuring? These are but the two questions which with honor and certainty shall I answer. First, your inventory is resilience. This culture traceable to the Spanish, Malayan, and Western origins remains steadfast in the hands of time. For how many times we had been tested by threats, both man-made and natural. Conflicts have been raised to defy the resourcefulness of our spirit. And several worse events have conjured doubts and fears within us. But one thing is for true. There's no backing out for Surigaonans. The earthquakes may have shaken us too often. The typhoons may have kissed our houses and blown our dreams away. The floods may have racked our dispositions and battered all our optimism. But the Surigaonans, teary-eyed and exhausted, had and will always stand up, bent yet never broken, ready to smile and soar high again when the skies are all cleared up. Life is always full of hope for us all.
This summer vacation, why not extend your circle of friends by spending a day or two with the locals, much as if you're new in a certain site. So may babble and chatter and laugh the whole day long, or perhaps the other way around. But if you listen closely to what they say and hear the conversation beyond words, you'll realize how gentle, friendly, and loyal they are behind their fierce and brave auras. And that's the second thing I am proud of sharing about our culture. When it comes to relationships, ours is strong and everlasting. Needless to say, we are inspired greatly by the pillars of our society. Their modest aspiration for transforming Surigao into a far better and more progressive province by instilling within us their good examples of camaraderie, friendship, and dedication has taught us to forever be willing to be of service and aid our hometown. That, I believe so, is worthy of emulation.
Lastly, the Surigaonon culture is rich and diverse. Aside from the hospital people, you can find Surigao a wonderful realm to behold. Instead of feasting online photos, why not shoot your own and be an agent of accurate and authentic information for others to learn? Go out this week and see every inch of Southeast Downlands, or schedule a hike through the trails of the famous long shorelines, sandy or pebbly beaches, as well as the other tourist spots. Surf the waves in gentle wind. Examine the cultural artifacts and learn ancient history through our museums. Taste of luscious delicacies, and yet attend. Dance along to the beats of the drums during the Buona Festival and other colorful festivities celebrated occasionally throughout the province. From natural reserves to indulging ambiences, anyone could surely sleep contented and ever grateful to God for the marvelous, bountiful place He has endowed unto us. Resiliency,
Cordiality, and richness. These are just three among the many things that make Surigaonon culture a precious legacy. These are just three among the many reasons why I am proud of being a Surigaonon and wish it to be the same. I may be just 15, but I know well of being a real one. Though in my veins run the blood of a much civilized and modernized soul, I still am a conservative one. Though in my time I have not met the men who laid foundations to this precious place, I am an appreciative one. And though speaking fairly a foreign language today, there's no denying that by my looks and speech, I'm a proud, true-blooded Surigaonon.
Thank you very much, contestant number 19 from the city of Surigao. May I call on